All right, let's just jump right in. If you're running a small business, you know the deal. The biggest struggle is just getting noticed, right? I mean, you could be the absolute best at what you do, but in a world that is just screaming for attention, how on earth do you break through all that noise?
It's the one question that probably keeps you up at night. You've got the website, you've set up your social media, you're officially open for business, but the phone just isn't ringing as much as it should be. So what's going on?
Well, here is the plot twist that kind of changes the entire game. The real reason customers aren't finding you is because they aren't actually looking for you, not for your business, not for your services.
And this is the absolute key to everything. See, people don't wake up in the morning and think, you know what, I need to find a good plumber today. No, what happens is they wake up to a vibrating pipe at 3 in the morning and they think, how do I make this horrible noise stop right now? They're not looking for a seller, they're looking for a solver. And that single idea, that shift in perspective, that's what's going to unlock your entire marketing strategy.
So, what we're going to do today is walk through a 5-step playbook to basically turn your business into a problem-solving magnet. We're going to cover the mindset shift, how to build your digital ecosystem, how to find the actual problems your customers are searching for, how to build what we'll call a trust moat, and finally, how to go from just being average to becoming the go-to authority in your space. First things first, we've got to completely rewire our brains. This isn't about broadcasting a list of things you do anymore. It's about answering the urgent, sometimes desperate questions your customers have when they are staring a frustrating problem right in the face.
Okay, next up, let's talk about building your problem solver ecosystem. All this means is that your website, your Google business profile, and your social media, they all stop being these separate random channels and they start working together with one single mission, to be genuinely, unbelievably helpful.
And what's so cool here is how each one of these platforms has a totally distinct job. Your website, that's your authority hub. It's where you put all the deep, valuable resources. Your Google business profile, that's your conversion engine. It's your digital front door. And social media, well, that's your empathy channel. It's where you connect and build a relationship with people long before they ever need to hire you.
Let's make this super practical. So, your average competitor's website just has a page that lists their services. Boring. Your website, on the other hand, becomes a solution center. Instead of some generic page, you create a dedicated problem solution page specifically for that 3 a.m. vibrating pipe. See, this page doesn't just sell, it solves. And by doing that, it proves you're an expert before they even think about picking up the phone. And you see this exact same shift on social media. The average competitor just posts a sales pitch, right? Buy our stuff. But you're creating edutainment. You're not selling a service, you're sharing a genuinely useful tip that makes people go, whoa, I never thought of that. These guys really know their stuff. That's how you build trust.
Okay, so you're on board. You're ready to solve problems. But how do you figure out what those problems even are? Let's look at a couple of totally free tools that will show you the exact words your customers are typing into Google.
Your new best friend is going to be Google Search Console. Seriously, forget all the guesswork. This is like having a direct line into your customers' brains. It shows you the raw, unfiltered search terms people actually use to find your site. It is an absolute goldmine of customer intent. And here is a total pro-level hack for you. Go into your Search Console and filter your results by mobile devices. Why? Because when people search on their phones, especially with voice search, they talk like real people. They don't just type plumber, they ask a full question, like, how do I stop my sink from leaking right now? Every single one of those questions is a blueprint for a new piece of content for your website, a blog post, an FAQ, a short video, you name it.
What if you don't have Search Console set up? No problem at all. Just try what's called the alphabet soup method. Open Google on your phone and start typing a problem related to what you do, like HVAC, how to A. Then switch it to B, then C. Google's autocomplete is going to show you the most popular real-world searches, basically handing you an endless list of content ideas on a silver platter.
So getting the attention of people with a problem, that's half the battle. But how do you turn that attention into an actual paying customer? You do it by building what I like to call a trust moat, a barrier of confidence so strong that choosing you becomes the only logical, obvious option.
Let's start with your call to action. Your competitor asks for this big commitment, right? Call for a quote. That's a lot of friction. Your strategy is to offer an immediate win with almost zero friction. Something like, get a 5-minute video estimate that they can do over text. It's easy, it's fast, and it builds instant trust because it's so incredibly helpful.
Next, let's talk about reviews.
A generic great service is nice, but it doesn't really sell. But a problem-matched review, that is a conversion machine. Imagine a potential customer with a broken heater sees a review that mirrors their exact situation. That connection is immediate, it's powerful. It's not just a review, it's proof that you can solve their specific problem.
And a really critical part of your messaging is changing the story. The customer is the hero here, not you. They're the one facing the dragon. You are not the hero. You are the wise guide, the expert who comes alongside them with a plan and the tools to help them win. Every piece of your content should basically say, look, I know how frustrating this is. That's empathy. And we've helped hundreds of people fix this exact same thing. That's authority. That combination is just unbeatable.
All right, let's put all these pieces together. Because when you do this, when you make these shifts, you create such a clear strategic advantage. You're not just another option in a sea of Google results anymore. You become the only logical choice.
And this slide, this right here, it pulls everything together perfectly. While your competitors offer a high-friction call for a quote, you're offering a super easy video estimate. While they're relying on static 5-star reviews, you're using video testimonials that solve specific, real-world problems. While they're stuck on the phone, you're talking to customers on text, on WhatsApp, on web chat. And while they're bragging about being in business for 20 years, you're building real authority by actually showing people the exact, transparent process you use. This is how you win.
So as we wrap this up, the big takeaway is this. Stop obsessing over what you sell and start obsessing over what you solve. The real path to winning more customers isn't a better sales pitch. It's just being more helpful than anyone else. So the only question left for you is, what problem are you going to solve first?